Have you ever been to the county fair? Those events have the whole 9 yards, including the food. Yeah, that fair food is a total gut buster, but it sure does taste good. Let's check it out.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 859, American Culture, County Fairs. Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So, summer in the U.S. is all about sunshine, road trips, and big outdoor events. And one of the most iconic parts of American summer culture is something called a county fair, or sometimes a state fair. By the way, a state is usually divided into smaller areas, each called a county. If you've ever seen a movie or TV show with people riding a Ferris wheel, eating cotton candy, playing games to win a giant stuffed animal, they're probably at a fair. Today, I want to give you a little behind-the-scenes tour of what an American fair is like. And at the same time, we'll learn a few natural, fun expressions that go along with the fair experience. Let's head on in. So, what is a county fair? A county fair is usually held once a year in the summer or the early fall. And like I just said, the county is just a part of a state, like a region, and the fair is a local event for that area. Fairs are usually held outdoors in a big open field or fairground, and they last anywhere from a weekend to a couple of weeks. And man, the whole town shows up. You'll find carnival rides like the Ferris wheel, bumper cars, or something that spins so fast you'll regret eating beforehand. There's also usually live music, and depending on where the fair is, that music is usually provided by local bands playing pop, rock, and even country music. You can also find booths selling handmade crafts or regional snacks there too. And of course, let's talk about the food. Fair food is not healthy, but it is legendary and typically American. Oh yeah, burgers, hot dogs, and sausages are on the menu for sure. But the main culinary attraction is, well, deep-fried everything. Corn dogs, funnel cakes, and zeppoli, which are kind of deep-fried Italian-style donut balls. I've even seen deep-fried butter at a fair. Yeah, that's right. Someone decided that butter wasn't rich enough, so they fried it. And the food is big. I once had this massive chili cheese dog at a fair in Connecticut. It was so big, I had to hold it with 2 hands. My friend looked at me and said, "Man, that thing is a total gut buster." A gut buster. Gut is a slang word for the stomach. So a gut buster is something so big or so greasy that it really fills you up. Maybe too much. Maybe it will bust your gut. Like, I had one of those bacon-wrapped turkey legs at the fair. That was a gut buster for sure. And after 2 funnel cakes, I couldn't move. They were a total gut buster. Now, fairs aren't just about food. They're also full of carnival games. Picture this: rows of booths where you can throw a ring into a bottle, pop balloons with darts, or Try to toss a softball into a tiny basket. You hand over a few dollars, play the game, and if you win, you get a giant stuffed animal that's bigger than most toddlers. The problem? These games are almost impossible to win. They're fun, but the chances of winning are pretty low. So when your friend says, "I'm going to win that big panda," you might reply, "Yeah, good luck. That game's a long shot." A long shot. That means something that's very unlikely to succeed. Like getting that basketball in the tiny hoop, total long shot. But hey, even if it's a long shot, it's fun to try, right? And your friend might try asking the pretty blonde from school on a date to the fair, but she's popular and he's not. So asking her is totally a long shot. But that's part of the experience of life. Trying something you know you probably won't win, but doing it anyway. By the way, when I was in my early 20s, I spent a summer working at the fair in charge of some of the games. It was a blast. Beyond the rides, the food, and the games, a fair is a full-on community event. You'll see kids with painted faces, teenagers walking around in groups, and even families bringing farm animals for judging. Yeah, there are contests for the best cow, the best pig, even contests for the best homemade pie, the best zucchini bread, you name it. It's chaotic, but in a good way. And when I say they go all out for these events, I mean it. They really do the whole 9 yards. The whole 9 yards. That means they do or include everything, with no shortcuts. Like, there was live music, fireworks, a petting zoo, a pie contest. This fair had the whole 9 yards. When Americans want to say something was done completely, done to the max, we say the whole 9 yards. And fairs are the perfect example. Like the food court at the state fair, fried food, fresh lemonade, barbecue, Thai food, tacos. Yup, they had the whole 9 yards. Now look, fairs are loud, crowded, and kind of over the top. Some people love them, others not so much. And when something doesn't appeal to you in English, you can say, "It's not my thing." Like, "I'm not into carnival rides. It's not my thing." My buddy Paul likes going to the county fair for the food, the beer, and the live music. But the games? Nah, it's not his thing. Not my thing. It's a casual way to say that you're not interested without being rude. Like, "It's not my cup of tea." That's another casual phrase that we use as an indirect way to show that we don't like something. Like, for me, watching football? Well, it's not my cup of tea. Okay, let's recap. Today, we took a little tour through an American summer tradition, the county fair. We talked about fried food and why gut-buster meals are half the fun. Carnival games that are mostly long shots. Fairs that go all in with the whole 9 yards. And how to politely say, "It's not your thing." If you ever visit the U.S. in the summer and you get the chance to go to a fair, even just to walk around, people watch and smell the funnel cakes, do it. It's a cultural experience like no other. And if you've been to a fair or something similar in your country, I'd love to hear about it. Come tell me on Instagram at HappyEnglishNY or drop a comment on the blog. Thanks as always for listening. And remember, the best way to remember English like this and any other word or phrase in English is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. And If you really want to get more practice using your English, well, then you should join my podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new international friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 859. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.